Man, it's been a while. I'm getting really close now to finishing up with my first ever game, TurtleRun, and I'm so excited to share what I've been up to with you. This video is not going to be so much a devlog as just a general life update slash excuses as to why I've not been as active as I should have been. But yeah, let's see where we're at. So you've probably noticed that it's been a really long time since I uploaded, and there are a few reasons for that. The first one is just the age-old excuse of being consumed with work and life, really. And the other one is that we just bought our very first home and we've been getting moved in and settled and everything over the past week or so. So we're all good now, we're all moved in, we're all sorted, and we're ready to get back to the grind. I also hit the point with the game where I just keep pushing the release date back and back, and it's added this kind of pressure where I just want to spend every spare minute that I have actually working on the game. It's pretty time consuming getting devlogs together, like recording clips and coming up with scripts and everything. That's why I'm just kind of freehanding this one, making a video. I want to get something out there because there is a lot to share as far as the game and progress and whatnot. So trying to make sure I don't just push back the game over and over again so I can get like reruns of devlogs out there. I know it's important to be building up a community. That's why I started this YouTube channel in the first place. Obviously to try and bring attention to the game as well for when release does come around. But yeah, I'm kind of sacrificing development a little bit by doing that, and I'm gonna try and strike a bit of a better balance where instead of forcing myself to release a devlog every week or so, I think it was every 2 weeks I was going for before, but honestly it massively slows down the process. So I think I'm going to do what I have been trying to do but not quite achieving, which is just whenever something actual cool comes up, and this goes for future games as well, only actually showing stuff that's cool and interesting, not just I need to make a devlog so let's just record whatever I've been doing regardless of what that is. I think maybe starting streaming would be cool for that, like just having a development stream where you can kind of see the day-to-day in and outs of me just working on the game, selecting tasks from my board and getting to it, whether it be pixel art, which you can all have a really good laugh at, or just seeing the coding process or the coming up with mechanics for enemies or whatever it is. Trying to share that more generic, non-specific, not necessarily always super entertaining stuff, maybe on live streams if I can find some time to schedule that in, and then keeping the devlogs to actually more specific, there's value to this thing's really cool, or this is how you do this, that kind of stuff, where there's actual tangible change from the last time you've seen the game. Because I'm scrolling through my Instagram and obviously I'm trying to make sure I'm putting content out there, raise awareness of the game and build up a community, but like the whole page of my Instagram is just, it's essentially the same clip rehashed in different ways, or it's the same background. Now that I've got the game pretty much complete as far as the actual content of the gameplay itself, I'll be able to get a lot more video footage showing the different zones and the different enemies and all that kind of stuff, rather than just every clip is constantly this pond background that I've been working on for X amount of months. So yeah, I will be trying to improve the schedule from what it has been the past couple of months, because obviously I've just been absolute AWOL with it. But I won't be going crazy, so look out for some live streams in the future. I'm gonna have a look into it, not entirely sure. I'll need to wait until my internet in the new place is properly set up, because right now I'm using one of these portable mini hub things, so it's probably going to take me about 2 days to upload this video. Just a quick aside, one thing that made me really happy during my time away not uploading was seeing that I didn't actually lose any subscribers, or maybe I lost one and then gained one, I'm not sure, but the number pretty much stayed the same, which made me really happy, because it's obviously much cooler to have a small loyal following than maybe having thousands of followers but they're all raging if you don't upload on a consistent schedule and whatnot. So it was nice to know that the 107 or 8 or however many it is, a humble number, but obviously there's been some value brought, or you just don't bother unsubscribing and you don't care and it's out of sight, out of mind. But I like my way better. So yeah, on to the exciting stuff. So as you all know, I've been working on TurtleRun for the past 9 months. I started the game development journey back in March of this year. It's actually crazy to think how far the game has come since then. So I've now got the 4 zones gameplay all developed and mapped out, art done, mechanics done, everything flowing pretty well. I've got some of my testers just checking out the zone that I've just finished at the moment. But in terms of the base gameplay, all the content is now there. There's still a lot of polish to be done. I'll need to go through and add more sound effects and, you know, things like UI options, menu options for, you know, sliders for volume and all that sort of additional stuff. But in terms of the, excuse me, the core gameplay, it's all there and it's all feeling really good to play. Man, the boss that I mentioned previously in this video at the start, the pond boss that I've been finalizing over the past few days, is hilarious. I've been really trying to find the balance of making the game challenging. I don't know if I'd say it's overly challenging, but it does take quite a bit of skill, honestly, to get through it. I've been forgetting that sometimes because I'm so used to playing it, but whenever I watch other people play, like people that play games, you can tell it's a tricky game, especially some of the boss encounters, and there's a few like moving platform sections where you're dropping and jumping over spikes and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I don't want it to be frustrating, but I do want it to be challenging. So this last boss, I think I've really struck that balance of like, you're never going to do it first time. You might need to do it 5 or 6 times to start actually learning how the mechanics work. But it's not so impossible that you think, I'm never going to be able to do this. It's kind of right in that sweet spot where you're like, right, next time I'm definitely going to get this guy down. And it's just hilarious. Honestly, I think I've downed him twice actually, because I need to get feedback from the testers and play around with a HP pool and everything, because, you know, what I put in at first is kind of arbitrary numbers and just base it on my own feel. But obviously I'm improving every time. I'm writing in the mechanics of the boss and then testing them, so I do have a bit of an advantage, and it's even hard for me. So I hope it's not too hard. I don't want people to rage quit, but it is the last boss. More to come on that later. So it should be really hard. I don't want anyone to walk through it. I want them to feel accomplished when they beat the game. So yeah, that's what we're going for, and I'm really happy. He looks ridiculous, but they all do, so that's what it's all about. Now that all 4 of the bosses are done for each zone, I'm thinking about, maybe I'm just being a glutton for punishment, and every time I get close to the end I keep moving the goalposts, but I'm thinking about having a boss that's kind of like your rival. So he's like also a turtle. Maybe he's like black and red, and instead of the dust particles that come out of us when we land, he's got like dark grey smoke particles, and he's mad and he's evil, and he does the same moves as you. I haven't really thought about it any further than that. I think it would just be cool to have a final boss. Maybe he could be like double the size of us, or maybe he's just different colours. I'm not sure, but that's something I'll probably devlog about, obviously keeping it minimal because I don't want to spoiler that too much. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's dark now. I'm pretty excited about the new minigame that I've just added as well. It's like a spot the difference kind of thing, like a notice the odd one out. I'll try and get some clips up on screen right now, but I just wanted to say that I've talked a lot before and in this video as well about it being hard for me to gauge the difficulty of things. Never has that been truer than with this, where I already know what the difference is. So in terms of like time that the player gets to spot the difference, and the difficulty tiers gradually getting more and more difficult, is very hard for me to tell. So this is where I'm going to make another plea for testers. If you're interested in becoming a TurtleRun tester, all the feedback I can get is so valuable. It's already helped me make the game so much better just from what I've got so far. The way you can do that is by joining the Discord in the description. There's a dev and testing chat in there, or you can just ping me on Discord in there, and I'll set you up with a key for the game, where I've been pretty much, obviously it's coming soon on Steam, so it just counts as a beta branch right now. So for example, I've just pushed the latest pond zone, so the game, when you load it up, will start at the latest zone. mainly because I haven't been bothered putting a level selector in yet. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I need you to test the game. If that's something you're interested in, please join the Discord and let me know. It would be so appreciated, and I'm super grateful to everyone who currently tests the game out, because they've found so many things. Like, if 10 people play the game for 10 minutes, that's 100 minutes. That's more than I'm gonna play it in a week. If, you know, I'll be playing it more than that on a focused area that I'm working on, but once I move past a certain thing, it's very hard for me to go and drill in and find niche situations and whatnot. So it's been super handy. Keep it coming, and yeah, let me know if you want to be a part of that. I also got some new capsule art done for the page, which I think looks amazing. It's really spruced up the store page, and I think it's got me about 20-30 wish lists since Next Fest as well, just from that visual appeal. So that was from well, I'll post the artist's description. I'll post the artist in the description of this video. It was actually a guy at work I asked, and he had an artist buddy from uni, and got me hooked up. Communication was amazing, and as you can see, the art's amazing as well, so I'm super happy with that. So yeah, he specializes in pixel art, I believe. They, I'm not entirely sure, but they specialize in pixel art, but as you can see, they do a really good job with actual game art as well. So yeah, if you're ever looking, because it can be a bit of a cesspit trying to find on Twitter. Like, I made a tweet looking for an artist, and I was hit with about 35 bot messages instantly. I actually foolishly ended up, well, they may not have been a bot, but they may as well have been a bot. I paid the deposit up front, communication died instantly. They sent me a few things over which were just honestly garbage. I'm a bad artist, but this was not art in any way. It was zero effort. You know, I felt scammed. So thankfully I managed to find Bo, and hope I'm pronouncing that right. And yeah, we're good to go. So yeah, I know this video's been pretty unstructured. I kind of just wanted to show face again and give a general update and let you know that I'm still alive and TurtleRun is still making gains. We should be able to start getting a lot more development done now, and as I said before, hopefully I'll be able to stream some of that. I'll probably go on YouTube. That's just because I can't really be arsed with Twitch. I don't like it as a platform, really. Don't like what they stand for and the amount of ads you get, and it's just a trash platform, really. So I'm gonna, if I do, it'll be on YouTube, but I'll let you know here and on the Discord, which you should join below. But yeah, thanks everyone who's stuck with me, and who's excited to try out TurtleRun. As you know, you can try out the demo already on Steam, which gives you the first two zones. So that's the woodland zone and the beach zone, with 2 mini games and 2 bosses. That beach mini game is going to be getting changed because I've realized it's a bit arbitrary what you're doing. You'll see if you play it. It's not the best. It's kind of just it was a nice idea and it was fun to code, but now looking back on it, it's extremely pointless. So if you do play it and you have some critique on the beach mini game, just know that'll be different by the time the game is fully released. So yeah, I'm not going to put out a hard release date on the game because, well, I'm glad I haven't already, because I'd have pushed it back about 4 or 5 times. So I'm just going to say Q1 of 2025, which I think is realistic. That's still within the 1-year mark from not even knowing what Game Maker was, which is the engine that I'm using. So I don't consider that bad, especially as a part-time developer with a lot of other things going on. So yeah, check out the game on Steam, give it a wish list if you fancy and if you like the look of it. And most importantly, if you'd like to become a tester, you already know what to do. So thanks for checking out the video, guys. Hopefully it won't be as long until the next one. Well, definitely it won't be as long until the next one. And I'll see you all again soon. Cheers.